What's up, brothers? Guys, welcome back to another video. I have been desperately missing that intro, I'm going to be honest with you. But guys, I have the ultimate banger for y'all today. If some of you don't know, you can unlock a secret stance in Black Myth Wukong. However, you do have to meet a couple of parameters. First one being that you must beat the game 3 times while simultaneously beating Erlang and getting the secret ending each time. What this will do is help you unlock the last 3 mind relics so that you will have all 18 relics. And once all 18 relics have been obtained, and you gotta wear the Wukong armor set and use the Jingyubang staff, you can then unlock the secret Monkey King stance by charging up an, I guess it's like an extra 4 focus point heavy attack. You'll see what I mean here in a second. But once you charge up I guess like a 5 focus point heavy attack, you will switch into the Wukong stance. Now, of course, the hardest part is probably beating Erlang on New Game Plus and Plus 2. But I assure you not. I have probably the easiest guide on YouTube to follow in completely dumpster Erlang. So if you're feeling discouraged on that, fret not, because the guide does work on the first playthrough, New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2. I assure you, I have tried it. But if you haven't seen the guide, I will link it down in the description below. But anyways, if y'all enjoyed the video, like and comment down below what you think, and always subscribe if you're new. Here in a second, I will be showing y'all the build that I use that is centered around using the secret Wukong stance. Now, disclaimer, you do have to beat the game multiple times, of course. Now, the build that I use as well is pretty risky, okay? We use the Pluck of Many instead of the life-saving strain, even though you get 1 and 2 shot in New Game Plus 4. But it's fun, okay? So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, the drinks and soaks, nothing crazy going on here. We have the long bomb, and we're using the stranded long whiskers and the Mount Lean-Tide seedlings. If you use the life-saving strand, use the Guanyan's willow leaf. It's to your discretion. Now, also, of course, nothing crazy going on here as well. You have to use the entire Wukong set and the staff. We're also using the Apramana bat with the Weaver's Needle for more crit. We have the Amber Prayer beads, the Beast Buddha, and 3 Cat Eye beads. Now, we want crit because if you use the entire 5-piece armor set for Wukong, each crit lowers all of your cooldowns by a certain amount. So what this will allow us to do is use staff spin, and each time it crits, it will lower the cooldown of our immobilize or cloud step, but mainly our immobilize, because we'll want to immobilize the enemy and then use staff spin, and then paired that with the Amber Prayer beads is going to build up a lot of focus, and we need a lot of focus so that we can unlock the stance. Because you technically have to get like a 5 focus point heavy attack. But carry on, we are also using the Supreme Gourd. You can use the Immortal Blessing Gourd if you want more attack damage, but I guess that is for the true gamers because I am taking damage in New Game Plus 4. And also on the skill tree, I won't spend too much time on it because if you're a New Game Plus 4, you're going to be a crazy high level. I guess main things, max out Immobilize, have Cloud Step, and whatever strand that you're using, max it out as well. Like, as you can see, I have 34 levels that I just haven't put into anything because, like, nothing is going to help me at this point. But, yeah. And, of course, on the relics page, you're going to have each and every single relic. You're going to have a combined total of 18 relics. So, I mean, you have to have 18 relics, otherwise you can't use the Wukong stance. Now, before we get into some action, I do want to show y'all one thing before, though. So, there's actually a bug in the game right now when you switch to the Wukong stance and you do the staff throw. It will make your staff become invisible. So, if you do try this out and your staff is invisible, you know, it is technically normal, but if you want to know how to throw your staff, all you do is staff spin and then press left on the analog stick to move yourself forward, and then let go of the left analog stick and then press heavy and it'll throw it. But yeah, just wanted to show y'all guys that. Now let's get into some action, shall we? Alright, so first boss we have Baji, Phase 2. Nothing crazy. We drink, so our immobilize will be longer, and then we immobilize and then go into a staff spin just to try to build up all that focus that we need. And this is another reason we're using the Apromonobat, because it'll freeze, and it's kind of like another immobilize, so that we can just freely go in there with a staff spin. And as you can see, we almost have all of the focus that we need. If you look at the bottom right, there is like an extra amount of focus that is past the 4 focus point heavy attack. And once you build that meter up completely, all you do is a charged heavy attack and it will switch you into the Wukong stance. As you can see, we have different moves that we're doing. Our staff is long as hell and it does damage. Now, another reason that we're using the Pluck of Many as well is because the clones build up focus for you. But the sad part is if you do a charged, like 4 focus point heavy, then Unified Minds doesn't work with it, which is sad and depressing. But, I mean, it still does a lot of damage. It's just the clones don't follow suit with your strong attacks anymore while you're in this stance. So, you know, if you do try this out and Unified Minds isn't working while you're in the stance, it's completely normal. I guess it's normal. It might be a bug. I don't really know, but you know, the clones will not follow suit. And also, once you switch into the Wukong stance, it is not permanent. It only lasts for about 45 seconds, I think. And I mean, we just completely got demolished right there. So let's run that back. So, yeah, we kind of got absolutely bagged on. Completely forgot that that last attack has like a big AoE. Oh, well. You just run it back. Another reason that you should probably use the life-saving strand, I'm going to be honest. But, yeah, as you can see here, we're just giving him a face full of rear end. And also, there's really no strategy here. Like, the only strategy that we're using is to drink and then immobilize so that the immobilize is longer, and then staff spin, and then when they break out of it, use the Apromonobat to do the rest of the staff spin. And then by that time, you'll have enough focus points to use the charge heavy to unlock this stance. And then when you do that, just have fun with it. I mean, you can go to Cloud Step and then summon your clones, or just wail on the boss with light attacks, because I'm pretty sure once you go into this stance, your light attacks have more stagger damage, or like, so I have seen. It seems when I'm in this stance and I'm just using light attacks, the boss just gets stun locked to a certain extent. Could be wrong on that, but you know, give it a go, see what you think. But enough of my yapping. I'm just going to let this play out for y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it, and we're going to have one more boss fight after this, so stay tuned till the end.
Why dredge up the past? Aren't we here now? Don't you remember how I spared your life when he asked me to clean up the rest of your sisters?
I do remember. And more than that, I even remember how I survived on my sister's flesh after you left.
That's not all on us. The culprit is that centipede. All would have lived if he didn't weigh my master's flesh over your lives.
Yes, he was blinded by greed. But he has repented. Monkeys, the bane of my life. Why do you always have to ruin my plans? In what way am I any less than monkeys? This monkey that you love. I'll chop his heart, slice his liver, and make you eat them!
name shall be Sun Wukong!
So, I mean, as you can see, the build does some crazy damage, even in New Game Plus 4. But that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all be safe out there, have some fun, don't do anything too crazy. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace!
Go after her!